Well, I think we're ahead as far as our knowledge of what we want to do, and guys that have made plays within the system, guys that are helping teach, the young guys. That's one of the fun things for me to watch. And, James Burgess probably stands out as much as anybody, but when he's on the sideline, they're focusing in on it and trying to learn, and it's not their rep. So I think we're definitely ahead in that area. We are, young on offense. That's the one spot where you look at the wide receivers and the offensive line. There's a lot of newness out there. So we're teaching and learning a lot there. But they're picking it up pretty fast. First thing I worry about when you have a young offense is trying to do too much, So what we have to figure out here in the next week and a half is what it is that we can learn and execute. I always believe that, particularly in the opening game of the year on offense, that the number one thing is to not hurt yourself with stupid penalties and turning the ball over and mistakes. So we've got to get where we all understand, exactly what the scheme is, what the defense is, and then be able to play without errors. And that's not happening right now. We have errors happening, one guy on one play, and that's when you're not very good yet. You got to get all 11 guys on the same page. And it's hard enough to attack and beat defenses when you do things right. So we got to make sure that we don't make mistakes. Will's doing good. He's been sharp, throwing the ball. You can see the carryover of his knowledge of the offense. And his decision making has been on time. I'm a little bit surprised, really, how sharp he's been and how well he's executed. He's throwing the ball well. He's been keeping his vision downfield. And, I think he's had 2 really good practices. Of course, we're only in helmets, so. But I'm really happy from what I've seen.
Has he been sore?
He got sore after the first day, which was expected. And, you go in and get treatment, get ice. He's one of the first guys in every morning to get treatment. So the good thing about Will is he's been through it before. We always worry about a freshman when it's their first injury and they don't really know how to grind, how to work through it, and, get used to that there will be some pain, and know how to go about the rehab. But Will's already done that, so he's used to it. But we just got to see what the volume does. He's throwing the ball much better. The ball's coming out of his hand in a tighter spiral. His accuracy is improving. Not quite exactly where we want it yet. His timing is better. Reggie's always probably going to play better when it's live, because of his ability to make plays and move around. And so what we're working hard on him right now is the passing game, being precise with his drops, being on time with his delivery, and then his vision and decision making. So, but I think he's improved a lot.
Is his footwork and fundamentally, is he way ahead of where he was this time last year?
He's getting better. Yeah, he's getting better. His timing on his drops, the speed of his drops are much better. The understanding of which drop for which play, he's completely different than a year ago. That's kind of what Lamar Jackson's going through right now is, not understanding which drop goes with which play yet and what type of timing he has. So there's a lot of learning there as a quarterback. Yeah, I think we just got to, challenge him every day in practice and not be in a hurry. One of the great teachers that I had, in Bruce Snyder, when I worked for him, he always said, don't make a decision until you have to. So with the offensive line, we've got to let it work out, put them in positions, Yesterday we rotated a little bit. When someone made an error, we got them out of there, threw some young guys in the fire to put pressure on them, see how they would react. So it's a daily process. We've got a great offensive line coach, Coach Flanakis, and it's not new to him. We've had to build young guys and get them ready to play in the opener before. So I'm excited though. I like our ability, and I like our new guys as far as their size and athleticism and their competitiveness. But we got some work ahead of us.
With the new guys and the JUCO, younger guys in JUCO, you have a lot more depth, right?
Yeah, exactly. We got 11 guys that are working to try to fill, 5 spots, and then it could end up being 12. It could end up being 12 guys. So yesterday we had a couple of the younger guys had to work with the vets because of they joined us late, and they went through orientation, school orientation all morning long, and couldn't practice with the newcomers. So that's why they worked with the veteran group. Yeah, I think actually, them being in here all year long, going through the Sunday night practices, understanding the terminology, getting spring practice behind them, it's actually easier for them now to know what they're doing. Obviously, there's going to be some anxiety getting ready for that first game and how they're going to handle the pressure, and that's something that they got to get back used to. But all 3 guys are very mature, and you can tell that they understand what it's all about. I've been real impressed, with Josh Harvey in the secondary. That size is hard to deal with as a quarterback. Shaq's doing a good job competing and working hard, doing what we're asking him to do. And Jaquay has shown his ability to really catch the ball and elevate and catch the ball. So all 3 guys should help us.